should the name of Fred Matiangi appear in the ballot paper of the 2027 presidency, trust me, that name is going to pull quite a significant number of votes. This is because a lot of Kenyans know Fred Matiangi very well, especially due to his performance during the Uhuru Kenyatta's time where he served as a cabinet secretary. Now, Fred Matiangi apparently returned to the country just a few days ago, where he came silently, as I can call it, because he was just received by a few politicians and a few delegates, and he never even addressed the media politically. He just told the journalist of the media that was present that he'll have another day to talk more about what all the questions they had intended to ask him. Now, why is Fred Matiangi making these silent moves? Apparently, Fred Matiangi is applying the third law of the 48 laws of power by Robert Greens. And the third law talks about concealing your intentions. Here is where you keep your opponents in panic without revealing your intentions. As we're speaking today, the Kenya Kwanza government cannot make a move against Fred Matiangi. Number one, Fred Matiangi has not even publicly himself declared that he is going to run for presidency. Secondly, when Fred Matiangi returned to the country, there was a lot of attacks from some bloggers towards him, but he never even responded to them. And that's the power in silence, is the power that comes in silence politically. You cannot make a move towards this person. You cannot talk about this person in other arenas because Fred Matiangi has not himself addressed or said anything politically. And you don't know what plans Fred Matiangi is putting in line before he comes out. That's the third law of power, Robert Greens, that says concealing your intention, and Fred Matiangi has perfectly done that. Now, why is Fred Matiangi a name to watch? And President Ruto knows this now that he's a good political person. He's a very good political student. Fred Matiangi, number one, there was an opinion poll that was done, and Fred Matiangi was among the top persons if elections were to be held. In that opinion poll, Fred Matiangi had 11%. It was done quite some time period, that was last year. He had 11% of the poll. And remember that time Fred Matiangi had not spoken that he's going to vie. A lot of people were not aware that he was going to vie. While the current government at that time had 22%, and Kalonzo Musyoka had 19%. So, should Fred Matiangi show interest, this percentage is expected to even go higher. That's the first or the number one thing that is making or causing panic in government. The second thing why Fred Matiangi is not a name that you can joke with is that should Fred Matiangi and Kalonzo Musyoka team up, either way, one becomes a president and another becomes the running mate, then this is a direct win ticket. Because these two people are rallying quite a significant number of votes behind them. Kalonzo Musyoka has always shown a significant number of support. He will receive votes from the Mount Kenya region, from the Kambani region, and other parts of the country. Matiangi is receiving votes from the entire nation. So if these two people team up to form a ticket in a coalition, then they are going to attract a good number of votes. Votes that apparently I don't think there is another ticket that can win against them. Another reason why Fred Matiangi is causing panic in other side or in the other wing is that Fred Matiangi served very well during the times of Uhuru Kenyatta. He is known as a no-nonsense leader because as per Matiangi, whenever he said something, he could do it. He brought changes in education, which he said during his time. He brought changes in ICT, where he served as a minister. And if Fred Matiangi is going to come out and campaign, For example, Fred Matiangi coming out to say that if I'm elected president, SHA is going to work. A lot of people are going to believe him because previously he has said statements and he has made them work. If he's going to say that the higher education funding model is going to perform or is going to be looked into, a lot of people are going to trust his word. So that trust that Kenyans have in him is also another thing that is causing panic in government. Once Fred Matiangi comes out to speak, then he is even going to attract more and more supporters behind him. The third reason why Fred Matiangi's name is causing panic in the other wing is that Fred Matiangi is believed to be in support of the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Actually, the Jubilee Party, that whose party leader is Uhuru Kenyatta, is in support of Fred Matiangi. So the question of resources to run a campaign can be mobilized easily by Uhuru Kenyatta, especially if he brings into board the people who funded his campaigns. Just assembling some well-wishers, some billionaires, some organizations to raise funds to support Fred Matiangi can be very easy for Uhuru Kenyatta if he puts in his efforts effectively to support Fred Matiangi. So there is that stamina from the Kenyatta family if they are going to fund or to support Fred Matiangi. So another reason why Fred Matiangi is also a name to watch is the Gen Z factor. A lot of Gen Zs have divided opinions, especially on who they are going to vote for. If you tell them Morara Kebaso, a lot of them will be differ with you. You tell them Kalonzo, some might support Kalonzo, others will differ. But if you tell them Matiangi, you will also find quite a significant number of them supporting the name of Fred Matiangi. So, also Matiangi has the potential of attracting a good number of Gen Z votes to the table. So that's also another thing that is causing panic in the other side, because Gen Z or the younger generation form about 60% of the voter population in the Republic of Kenya. And if they decide to effectively support, let's say, Fred Matiangi, then it's going to cause quite a difference in the 2027 presidency. Others, ladies and gentlemen, will be waiting to hear what Fred Matiangi will be saying. As we're speaking today, he has not spoken, but I've all told you that Fred Matiangi understands the power of a sitting government. Fred Matiangi has been in government for 2 terms. He understands how powerful a sitting government is. If he makes a move right now, if he makes serious moves right now, then he's going to be pinned down. You will see a lot of cases towards him, a lot of words towards him. They'll unleash a lot of bloggers towards him. And Fred Matiangi understands it. And that's why he's using the third law of power that talks about concealing your intention. But one information I got is that Fred Matiangi had hired a foreign company to look into his potentiality of being the next president. And when that foreign company released the report was positive that Fred Matiangi can clinch presidency if he follows a certain direction. We'll be waiting to hear what Fred Matiangi will be saying when he comes out to speak. There was a rumor that his homecoming ceremony will be next month, about the 9th. We'll be waiting to see if that will be confirmed. And if you're watching for the first time, take a second to subscribe to this channel so that whenever we have such information, you are always notified. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe whenever you are, and be well.